My name's Edgar Sherman. I'm the owner of Edgar Sherman Design, and today I'm going to be going over one of our great products called the Swivlah. The swivel is going to go and relocate where your thigh strap is placed. It lowers it so it's no longer driving up into your crotch, and it gives it articulation. So as you're running, as you're climbing upstairs, getting in and out of a cruiser or vehicle, it's going to go and give you that benefit now where you're no longer dealing with that resistance band. It was just going to lead to more comfort throughout the day, and it's going to lead to less fatigue as you're doing a lot of strenuous activities. The Swivlah comes in 2 different thicknesses, and you can use them in conjunction like I have set up on my belt here. And the reason being is I prefer a little bit of a stiffer setup when I'm drawing. It's going to prevent any sort of separation of the thigh strap from my holster and leg when I'm drawing the handgun, thus increasing consistency through there. If you want a little bit more flexibility because you're constantly moving more, you're sitting in vehicles more often, I'd recommend going towards just the single thickness and choosing either the medium or the thin. Either way, you can dictate it based on your needs and your mission set and just whatever's more comfortable for you. If you purchase a Swivlah from us from our website, it's going to come in this little packaging, just a little piece of cardboard backer to ensure it doesn't get bent in travel or anything like that. You'll have your 2 pieces put together, and you'll see the nice markings 1 and 2 depending on the thickness of them. If you buy from one of our dealers, you'll get this nice little hang tag packaging. On the back face here, some quick little overview of the product, and there's a QR code that'll take you to this video here. The Swivlah is made of a thermoplastic called Tegris. It's a really cool material, and we have 2 different thicknesses that you can choose from here. Both are going to be included in a package, so if you order a Swivlah, you get both of these. There's 1 thickness and 2 thickness, basically a thin and a medium thickness. You can use them in conjunction with one another, or you can just choose whichever one you prefer. If you like a little bit more flexibility, go with the thinner version. If you want it to be a little bit more stiff, go with the medium. And if you want it to be really stiff, go with the combination of the 2. Now we're going to go into the installation for the Swivlah. For the demo, I'm going to use the number 2 thickness right here. Again, if you want a stiffer setup, you can use these in conjunction. If you want something in the middle, just use the number 2. If you want something lighter, use number 1. What you're going to do is you're going to take your Swivlah and you're going to put it over your QLS plate. Doesn't really matter which side is orientated up. From there, you're going to take your Safariland mid-ride, drop leg, whatever variation you have. You can also use the True North Concepts drop legs. And you're going to set that on the back face here. If it's a canted version, set it up to whatever cant that you prefer, and then you're going to go and take your hardware. The hardware might be a little bit different depending on what you have and what you were given. If you are going to be setting this up and you know it's going to be in the permanent position, once you've figured out which Swivlah you prefer or which combination you prefer, then I recommend going and using Loctite, just to ensure that you're never going to have any sort of looseness from the screws or anything like that. When you tighten this up, sometimes you might need a flat head on the back face to ensure that everything's locked. If you have the pieces of hardware that have the little indents in there, then you don't have to worry about that. Once that's nice and tight and it's at the level that I want, I can go and see that rotation's going to work through there, and then I'll go and get the rest of the hardware installed. Once you've installed your QLS plate onto your mid-ride or whatever drop leg of your choosing is, and your Swivlah's all set up into here, then you're all good to go. All that's remaining is threading through your thigh strap. To do so, I'm going to choose the orientation of where I place this thigh strap buckle based on whichever dominant hand that I have. I'm a right-handed shooter, so this is going to be on my right-hand side. And I want to make sure that this belt is going to be on the front face, making it easier to go and detach. Some people like to set it up behind just to get it out of the way. It's all personal preference there, but for me, I like to have front access to this. You're going to go and weave from the underside of the Swivlah, come up through it, and then slide through the back face here. Once you get that set through there, then it's a matter of just feeding it until the buckle's in the place that you prefer. Sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error and getting it all set. That's roughly where I want to go for here. And now I can go and take this through, weave it back upon itself. I'll go and adjust this, set this up on my leg, figure out the exact dimensions that I want to work with. And then once that's set, I can take the excess, either trim it, cut it, or if I feel like my thighs are going to get really large from lifting a bunch, then maybe I'll go and keep the excess material and I'll just go close it up with some extra Velcro. After that, you're completely set for installing the Swivlah. Put this back on your belt, go run it, and go and enjoy the benefits of not having this ride up into your crotch and having a resistance band every time that you run around. That concludes the install video for the ESD Swivlah. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email. You can find us on social media, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Just search Edgar Sherman Design, or if you want to go check out more products like this, go to edgarshermandesign.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. We hope that this gives you the relief that you're looking for, and you have a good time on the range or in service.